Welcome back to another Operation Meteor Report, your weekly stop for all things Gundam Card Game and assembled by Bandai. I wanted to take a minute or two to kind of address something about this channel because I've had a lot of questions about it. Operation Meteor is never going to be that top high-end meta setup where we talk about, the best meta tactics in terms of what's the best deck going into an event to doing a lot of things that are more on the high-end thing. I know Eggman, Talking Cards with Garrett, UniX, and a lot of other guys, they put a lot of time and effort into talking about that stuff, which is why I don't do that, because I feel like that's a saturated environment. If you guys want me to start covering that content, I can go ahead and give you my opinion, but I don't think I played the game at a high enough level to steer you guys in that direction. I want to do a little bit more about bridging card players who don't know much about the Gundam franchise and branching people who are Gundam fans and don't know much about card games and kind of be in the center point. I also want to be that community guy that kind of talks more about how we want to discuss more about what we should be looking forward to, like events, how I covered PPG this past weekend to the Bandai Card Game at that Card Game Fest in Dallas this weekend, to the one coming up, the regional offline tournament in Los Angeles next month and going forward. I mean, if I had the opportunity to go to Gen Con, I would have made a video on that as well. And unfortunately, some of my friends over there were busy, so they couldn't really give me much information. So if you're hoping that this channel was going to help you get to that next level, to be, a store champ, or to be that, I do apologize. I don't want to convey that to being that guy. I didn't want to convey that to being what this channel is about, is winning tournaments and stuff. This is more community focused, giving people a chance to catch up on events. I know we're getting to a point where a lot of card game players are in their 20s and 30s, who I've seen are becoming the core of this game. And a lot of us don't have time to sit there and be on Reddit all the time or be online and all that. We want to help people to catch up on news like that. So, if I give you the impression that this was supposed to be a heavy competitive channel, I do apologize. It was never my intention to do that. But for those of you who have supported the channel and appreciated the fact that I've been dropping lore bits about mobile suits and pilots to covering events that you may be curious about, I do hope that I've done a decent job. And I'm learning how to do more of this, hardline content creation. I used to be a Twitch streamer, so, doing this sort of thing is a little bit boring to me as well. That being said, thank you for at least clicking, watching, tuning in. I hope that I provide some information to you. I tried to create bookmarks in the description on the YouTube channel so that way you can skip to the parts that you really want to watch. I know that your time's precious, and especially with things coming up like Bandai Card Game Fest and Store Championship around, you're wanting to get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with some Bandai announcements. So this past weekend, they did a reveal on Link Station 12. We now have the entire Iron Bloom starter deck. They did also release that on the website along with the teaching app. So now we can look at all the cards in that set. All the Tekkadan, Galahorn, Tewaz, all that's in there. Now we can kind of figure out what kind of cool stuff's on there. The teaching app was updated. You do have to win a battle against the Mobile Suit Gundam Winch from Mercury and Mobile Suit Gundam Wing decks to unlock the ability to unlock the Iron Bloom starter deck cards. So just give it some time. It's not going to be me unlock. And I did also put out a statement saying that starter deck ST01 through 4 is currently in short supplies. They apologize for any inconvenience. Preparations are underway to print out more of it. They're going to put it on the premium Bandai site, so you can probably order them through there. I don't know what the markup's going to be. They're going to give us more information sometime in October. And stores will be getting some more. They're going to continue to strengthen the production system to ensure that more people can enjoy the game in the future. So I know those prices are high right now, and if you're just getting into the game, hold off until next month. You can probably get those starter decks. I know TCG Player, eBay, and some of these places are selling starter decks at a ridiculous cost, and just to protect the packaging with the special cards in them. So hold off if you don't need those cards right away, because your store championships for the new type challenges are done. You're not going back at Card Game Fest, or you're brand new to the game. Hold off. You'll get those prices hopefully lower when you get into it, and you have a chance to get those full arts for those starter decks. Iron Bloom, we talked about that earlier on the app. It's going to be released on 9/26 Friday in the States. It'll include a bonus pack for those of us who were lucky to get the full packs. Those are the ones that we got with them. That will contain a plus version of the card on there. They could be as grades for as low as common to uncommon to the rares to the legendary rares. I've been fortunate enough to pull two of the two Ale strikes from my starter decks, and that was pretty nice to have for the deck I'm building. Dual impact release cards. In the preparation for that, the participation keepsake from the Mobile Suit Gundam Age cards will be announced at a later date. So when we do the booster pack release events next month, know that we're going to get Age cards that are going to come with that, like we did with the Unicorn and Banagher Link cards for the new Type Rising. They also tease the participation commemorative items for the shop battle. So, these are your weekly participation and winter packs. They've already teased the Gundam Mark II, Yuji, Zaku 3 sleeves, and the Gundam X cards for at least half of them. They're probably going to tease the next half as the weeks roll by. So we'll know what cards are going to be in those packs that you guys are going to play for the next set. For those of us, or maybe you have a friend going to the Dallas Card Game Fest, they're going to have a accessory and card game set 01 First Combat bundle that will be available to purchase at the Bandai Card Games booth. That's $70 MSRP. I'm going. I apparently have tons of people who are asking, hey, if you can get more than one, and I can't tell you how many they're going to sell to an individual. So, just know that you're only going to be able to get them out there. So far, they haven't announced them at Premium Bandai or anything, but I could assume that you can look at getting something for the effect of that you're going to get something at probably like in a PAX or a Gen Con or some other big event like that. That's where they usually sell these things. Japan started their Japanese World Championship results. So this past weekend, what they did was they broke up into 8 different blocks. And those blocks played until they had a winner. I believe each winner was able to get an invite to Worlds. Eggman covered this in a video, so I won't go too much in depth with that. And it was a surprise to me that as I saw the results come in late Sunday when I had a chance to pick up on that none of the green-white decks that we've been seeing here in the States actually won a block. In fact, what surprised me was that there was a white-red seed deck that won, and I'm sitting there going and here's a deck that I wanted to play, but everyone said it was crazy, it wasn't good enough. But I think with the shift with faster play styles with blue-white tempo and rush and blue-green tempo, I think that deck got a lot of legs underneath it because, well, if a lot of people playing that, there's a good foil to it. So I included a link on the stream if you wanted to watch those block games. They are in Japan. I think they have subtitles on there that are auto-generated. I'm not sure if they were properly translated or not. I didn't have a chance to really look into that piece. All right, so we got a breakdown here of all of this. We're looking at 28.7 green blue, 24.7 green white, 19% blue white, 19% blue red, 4% red white, and 3.7 green red. So the only thing that we did not see was a green white deck, and not too surprising with the faster decks doing a lot better. Green white has struggled with the meta in the sense that there's not enough time to set up for the Wing Zero and other high-end cards to get you to the victory. So we'll hopefully see a little bit more with Bandai Card Game Fest. We'll probably see a lot of the same. I expect green white to still end up doing better due to the fact that that's kind of how a lot of people have been playing with lately. So the individual blocks winners, we have a blue-white seed deck, a B block, we have white, blue-white seed, a lot of blue. Block C, we have blue-green 1-year rush. And then block D, we have that red-white seed deck. Block E, blue-green 1-year rush. Block F, it looks like it's a blue-white tempo deck. Block G is another blue-green rush deck. And Block H is the blue-white Cyber New type deck. So a little surprising. I expected the blue-red Cyber New type deck to do well because that's what ended up winning over our 32-person event at our TPG event, and there's also one at Gen Con. The fact that I only have one shows you how quickly the game has shifted away from, longer range builds with unicorn blockers and stuff like that to now these faster tempo and mid-range decks, so 2 rush decks. Now let's get to our card reveals. We've got quite a few, and let's just go ahead and bust through them. We have the Psycho Gundam. Blue, level 5, cost 3. Titans. Link, Cyber New type. 3 AP, 4 health, repair 2. GXs. Green, level 3, cost 2, Earth Federation, Link, Wolf, and Anacle? Oh, I haven't seen Agent Venom. 2 AP, 3 health, Once per turn, when you place an EX resource, choose one of your age system units and it gains Breach 2. Naruto's First Form. Purple, level 3, cost 2, Tekkaden, Gundam Frame, Mikazuki August. 3 AP, 2 health. Attack. If this unit is damaged, draw a card. Gundam Gusion Rabake. Purple, level 5, cost 4, Tekkaden, Gundam Frame, Link Akihiro Outwin. 3 AP, 5 health. Blocker. Choose one of your units and one enemy unit. Deal 1 damage to them. The Doctor's Command. Red, level 2, cost 2, new UNE. 3 AP, 1 health. Deploy. If you have another new UNE unit in play, deploy 1 rested Doctor's new UNE AP 0 health 1 unit token. Doctor's Token. 0 AP, 1 health, new UNE. Gundam Airmaster. Purple, level 4, cost 3, Vulture, Link Vulture trait. 4 AP, 3 health, blocker. Zeta Gundam. White, level 6, cost 5, Link pair Camille Bidon. Ayug, 5 AP, 4 health. During Link activate main once per turn, choose 1 active friendly base and rest it. If you do set this unit as active, it can't choose the enemy player as attacked during this turn. Camille Bidon, white level 5, cost 1, burst, add card to hand. 1 AP, health 2. While this unit is friendly, white base in play, this unit gains +2 AP. The Argama, white level 3, cost 1, burst, deploy this card. Deploy 1, add 1 of your shields to your hand. This base cannot receive enemy effect damage. The Elmeth, green, level 6, cost 5, Xeon, 4 AP, 4 health. Link pair Lava Soon. Deploy, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You may reveal 1 green Xeon pilot card among them. Add it to your hand. Return the remaining cards randomly to the bottom of your deck. During this link, this unit gets AP +2. Lava Soon, great, level 3, cost 1, burst. Cost 1, burst. Add this card to your hand. 1 AP, 1 health. When paired, choose one of your other Neon Xeon links. It gains Breach 1 during this turn. The Mobius Peacemaker team. Blue, level 4, cost 2, Earth Alliance. 0, AP, 1 health. Activate action. Destroy this unit. Choose 1 enemy base shield this unit is battling. Deal 6 damage to it. Awakened Power. Purple, level 6, cost 2, command. Main. Choose one of your targets at level 5 or lower from your trash. Pay its cost to deploy it. The Gundam Age 1, normal. Green, level 3, cost 2, Earth Federation. Age system, 3 AP, 3 health. Link pair with the Asunu family trait. Wow, so we've got a lot of interesting mechanics coming in. The new Argama card pretty much prevents Breach, and it prevents the Mobius card. So now your opponent has to commit to having additional resources just to blow up that card, because now the breaches that we've seen in like the Shenlong or Wing Gundams to the Brickdoms and other effects like that no longer can tap that card for damage. And so now your opponent has to figure out a different way of kind of sequencing their turn. We're seeing more purple abilities to target stuff in your discard to allow you play stuff. This might be helpful if you're looking for, a unit that might have like high maneuver. So say you're playing a rush card and your opponent has a lot of blockers but no base, no shields. You can just play that, play your high maneuver, link it with a shard or something and let that do. So purple green could get away with some fun shenanigans where, shard could come into effect, especially with that in the tradition of history to where you can start looking through cards. Some of the unspoken heroes that a lot of people are pretty high on were the Zeta Gundam. It looks like a high pair card, but when you look at it, the fact that you can, attack something and then bring it back up to prevent it from getting a swing back is pretty nice. It'll prevent your opponent from being able to do like a first strike with, the Unicorn Banshee destroying mode or the Death Scythe with the first strike as well. So there's some interesting things here going on with the game, trying to make us think about mechanics in a different way and trying to put some obstacles in our way or remove them. I mean, look at the Mobius Peacemaker. If someone has an underground base, you can just blow that up for just 2 costs and that'll allow the rest of your, so if you're running a blue-green rush deck and they don't have a blocker, well, you just send that in, you blow up the base, and now the rest of your small rush units can start tearing apart the rest of their shield. So quite a bit to think about. We'll see what else comes out. We're getting to the point where we'll probably have the rest of the cards released by the end of the month, I would say, maybe 3 weeks, and then we'll get some alt art cards that go along with it. And then from there, we can kind of start planning ahead as to what the meta will look like. I will probably do a video sometime next week on the Iron Blue cards. We can start talking about some strategies that we can pull out of that deck. I know a lot of folks have been trying to theory craft on how you can make use of the extra AP with Zaft. I was looking through some of my cards for the Zaft units because as much as I like Zaft, they were just a little bit behind in some cards, such as like the Blitz Gundam, the Lego, and a few others that needed a little bit more attack. For example, the Lego required you to have 5 AP, and with that, it was hard to get 5 AP on a unit where you can now have cards that grant that 3 extra AP. You can boost that up, play a Blitz Gundam, and now it has First Strike. And now that Lego can now attack a unit and deal 2 damage, which opens up a combo with potentially Battle of the Aces that can hit a damaged unit and probably wipe out 2 units for that. So we can talk more strategy later when we get the rest of the cards revealed, so we can come up with some sound strategies with the new purple colors coming out with those cards. And then outside of that, I am going to Bandai Card Game Fest. I got into the event there. I'm curious. This is my first time going to this event. I've been to a couple other gaming conventions and tournaments, so this is my first time going there. I'll take some pictures and some videos. We'll see how well this runs. I'm curious to see what app that they're using. Every time I seem to go to these, everyone has their own preference of using something, whether it's the TCG Plus app or something else like that. I'm assuming they're going to probably just use TCG Plus unless they have some technical difficulties. And yeah, well, meet some more folks there and go from there. Or maybe my last video is probably this one. I don't think I'll be able to put something out on Friday like I usually do. And I'll be playtesting from here or there. So if you have some fun green-white ideas you want to throw my way, feel free to go ahead. And with that, I hope you guys have a great week. For those of you guys joining me at Bandai Card Game Fest, good luck. I hope you have fun. I hope you have a great experience. And for the rest of you at home, participating in new type challenges or just your local shops, I wish you the best of luck. And as always, drop a comment, like. Let me hear what you guys have to say about any of the takes here. And if you want something covered, or you feel like there's something that you want me that I missed, please let me know. I'm open to suggestions. And with that, we'll end it like we always do. Go forth, Gundam Tea.